Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Miss Brianne, and welcome back to another meeting of Coding Craze. And this is the club or the coding program where we meet once a month during the school year in order to view demonstrations and when we eventually meet in person again, interact all the various coding toys, games, robots, and computer software that we here have to offer at the Westhampton Free Library, as well as within my own personal collection. And today we are featuring one of my personal robots, the Ozobot Evo. Although I just want to let you know that we do have Ozobot bits here at the Westhampton Free Library. So when we get to interacting, when we meet in person again, you will most likely be interacting with the Ozobot bits. But today is featuring one of my Ozobot Evos, and you're going to see various programs on how he drives to different places in a city. Now, before I go on, I just want to apologize in advance for the shakiness of this video. Due to constantly viewing, I'm going to be constantly zooming in towards the Ozobot Evo as he drives. So because of that, I am not keeping my camcorder on a tripod like I usually do. Instead, I am holding the camcorder. So if it's a little wobbly or shaky, I do apologize in advance. Alright, with that being said, are we ready to start? Alright, so in that event, let me introduce you to one of my Ozobot Evos. This is Jacob. And Jacob is one of my two Ozobot Evos. I do have another one. Her name is Holly. But Holly is not here today. So as of today, I'm going to be introducing you how to do city driving with Jacob. So this is Jacob. So we're going to power him on. Alright, so Jacob is powered on, as you can see here. And now, as I mentioned before, the Ozobot Evo or Jacob can be programmed in two ways. You can either use a special type of marker, or you can use the Ozo Blockly. So I'm just unlocking my tablet. There we go. And we now have Ozo Blockly added up in here. So if you want to know, if you want to activate, open up Ozo Blockly, you go to your internet browser, type in Ozo Blockly, that's exactly how you spell it, and it will appear as the first search result. But we are going to use Jacob and the Ozobot Blockly to program Jacob to drive to different places in the city. So we have our city map over here. So let me zoom in. So we have a park over here, the post office, City Hall, a clothing boutique, a food market, a hospital, a school, a library, and last but not least, Jacob's home. So we're going to program Jacob to get to 4 different places in the city. And the first place I want him to go to, and this is going to be his starting point right over here. So every time I program him, I'm going to be placing Jacob right on this starting point. But in any event, the first place I want to go to is I want Jacob to go to City Hall. So let's zoom into our Ozobot Blockly. So we have several different things. We have movement, which is the direction that Jacob will go. Light effects, how Jacob uses his lights. Timing, which means delays in between steps. We're not going to use that today. Loops, which is if you want to repeat a certain command rather than just having separate lines for it, you can put one line in and have it repeat as many times as you like. And then sounds that Jacob makes, but we're not going to use that today. So we're going to be using mostly movement And we're going to be using lights because that will indicate that he's gotten there. So let's go to movement. So I want him to go to City Hall first. Now, judging by how far the distance is to the turn on the road, it looks like it's about 20 steps. So we're going to put out a move forward block. And as you can see, when you select how many steps, the highest it can go to is 10. So we're going to select 10. But like I said before, it's got to be about 20 steps. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a loop. We're going to take the repeat block here, and we're going to attach the move block to the repeat block. There we go. So he will move 10 steps 2 times. So that means he'll move 20 steps. Then when we look at the road, it looks like he's going to be making a right turn. So we're going to take a rotate block, that means turn, attach it underneath the repeat block, and then change it to have him turn right. Then as we look on the road, it looks like he's going to move about 5 steps before he can get to around City Hall. So we're going to go to the movement block again. We're going to take another move forward block, attach it, and then select 5 steps. Then we want him to turn left. So we're going to do a movement block. We're going to take another rotate block, attach it underneath, and then change it to say rotate left. And then it looks about 3 steps till he's inside City Hall. So we'll take another movement block, select 3 steps here, and then it looks like he'll be there. So what I want to do is I want to have him do disco lights once he arrives. So that's our program for City Hall. Now, we got the program, so we need to load it onto Ozobot. So we are going to press and hold the power button until he flashes white. And then we're going to put him on the light circle to calibrate him. Once it's green, that means he's ready. So we are going to insert Jacob onto one of the Ozobot platforms and then click Load Evo. But he is finished. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place Jacob onto the road and then press the power button twice. Oh. And the thing with live recording is sometimes he'll skew off. So let's try that again. There he goes. All right, let's try that one more time. Let's try it. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. There he goes. There he goes. He's in City Hall. All right, so that's how he gets to City Hall. Now, I want him to go now to the library, which is right over there. So I'm going to get rid of this program. There we go. And we're going to start a new program. Now it looks like it's about 82 steps to the library. So, as you see, it's the maximum's 10 steps. We're going to do loops. We're going to put a repeat block and we're going to have it repeat 8 times. Then we're going to get a movement block and we're going to have him move forward 10 steps. Then we're going to put another movement block just underneath there because I said 82, and we're going to change that to 2 steps. Then it looks like it's going to be a right turn. So we're going to get another movement block. We're going to take a rotate block and we're going to change it to have him rotate right. Then it looks like it's about 5 steps to the library. So we're going to take another movement block. We're going to attach it And we're going to select, 5 steps. Then it looks like you got to turn left in about 3 steps till you get to the library. So we're going to go to movement. We're going to take another rotate block. We're going to have that change to left. Change left. There we go. Then take another movement block. We're going to have him move forward 3 steps. And then finally, the disco lights. And then we're going to calibrate Ozobot again. Then we're going to load the program. So I'm just, like I said, I'm going to zoom, try and eliminate map while we're doing that. Still loading. All right, so we're going to put Jacob again onto the map, and then we're going to press the power button twice for him to move. There he goes. There he goes, there he goes. And I made a mistake. Hold. All right, boys and girls, I made a mistake. This will most likely be deleted. But like I said before, I made a mistake. So we're going to redo. So I said repeat 8 times. We're going to repeat that. It was 5 times, not 8 times. So let's calibrate Jacob again. And I'm going to place him on and then load. But I'm going to aim at the map. All right, now let's try this again, boys and girls. All right, there we go. Here he goes. There he goes. Driving, driving, driving. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yay! And he's at the library. All right. So we're going to throw out this program, if I can. Come on. There we go. And we're going to grab Jacob. And now I want him to go to the post office. Now as I'm looking at this map, it looks like it's about 32 steps to the road that leads to the post office. And again, 10 steps is the max you can do. So we're going to go to loops. we're going to find the repeat block, place the repeat block there, change the number from 2 to 3, oops, 2 to 3, there we go. Get a movement block, put that in the repeat loop, then change the distance to 10 steps. There we go. Then we're going to get another move forward block, attach that, change it to 2 steps. Then we want to make a left turn this time, so we're going to do a movement block, get a rotate block, attach that and change it to left. Then it's about 5 steps to the post office, so movement block, get a move forward block, attach that, change the distance to 5 steps. Then we have to make another left turn, so get a rotate, change that to left, and then we'll go inside the post office, get a movement block, change that distance to about 3 steps because that's how long it'll be, then get a disco light. Alright, so now we have our post office program. It's time to load Jacob. So again, we're going to calibrate him. Then we're going to load, place him on the platform, and we're going to hit the load Evo. There we go. Like I said, I'm zooming in on the map to avoid the flashing lights on the tablet. Alright, so there's a bit of a glitch. Hold on. Cancel. Let's try this again. And sometimes this doesn't always work. So patience, boys and girls, is virtue. Hopefully this second attempt at loading the program will work. Alright, that attempt worked. That's great. So we're just going to place Jacob on and double tap. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. He's driving, turning. There we go. And he's at the post office. Alright, so that's the post office. Now we're going to have him go one more stop. And that's to his house. All the way over there where with the star in the purple. So we are going to delete our previous program. And we're going to zoom in our tablet. Now as you can see, it's about 80 steps to get to our house. So we are going to go to the loops, get a repeat block, change that to 8 times. Then we're going to go to the movement category, get a move forward block, click that on, and then change the distance to 10 steps. So after about 8 steps, it looks like he's home. So we're going to go to movement. As soon as he makes left, go to rotate left. And then it's about 2 steps till he gets inside. So we're going to get a move forward block, change that to 2 steps, and then the disco lights. All right, now that we have that program, we are going to calibrate Jacob again. Then we're going to load. So give me a minute while I load Jacob up. And just so you know, next month's Spiro, there's going to be no flashing lights to worry about, so don't worry about that, boys and girls. It doesn't use flash loading like the Evo does. Alright, so the program's loaded. We're going to place them on the bottom. Then double tap the power button. There he goes, there he goes. Put him in the center there. Come on. There he goes. Keeps on going. There he goes, there he goes. And he's home. Yay! Cool, huh? But those are the 4 places that I programmed Jacob to drive to. And those simple codes is what I use just to program him with. Now, what's the good thing about city maps is that you can make any type of map you want. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And you can program your Ozobot to go to many different places in the city. And Ozobot Blockly has very simple blocks to choose from up to the most advanced blocks depending on your level with coding. But the beauty of the city driving is that it's very versatile and you can do whatever you please with your Ozobot. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed those demonstrations on how to program your Ozobot to get to different places in the city. Next month's meeting, I am going to show you the same concept, but this time using a Spiro Mini, not an Ozobot. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing you next month, but please feel free to check out all the other programs that myself and the other children's librarians here have to offer at the Westhampton Free Library. But until then, this is Miss Brianne saying take good care of yourselves, have a great day, and I'll see you next month.